Lord, I still have COVID. It's been a day since I filmed the last video, so duh, I still have COVID. Anyway, hello again. My name's Sam. I'm a 31-year-old roller skater who started in April of 2021. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun not knowing what I'm doing. I thought I would continue this series by doing wheels. I think I have purchased one too many wheels, but that's okay for me to hang shit on myself for buying too many wheels. Get into it. So, the first wheel I'm going to talk about is, I'm going to go from the biggest to smallest. Yeah, let's do that. So the first wheel I'm going to talk about is the Moxi Gummy. Yay! The reason I like this wheel so much is because I didn't actually start out on this kind of wheel. I started out on the Impala stock standard wheels, which are an 85A 58mm, I think. I do a lot of trail skating around where I live because there are a lot of bike trails, there are a lot of running trails, especially along the motorway, and they're perfect for skating. And the only thing is the terrain is really rough, and it's kind of hard to tell when it's going to hit rough and when it's going to hit really smooth. So these are perfect for them. But these are the original wheels that I received with my lollies. I had actually received the purple ones and I wanted something different. Not that I'm not for monochroming. I love monochroming. But I just wanted something different, so I went and I purchased the green ones. And I love them. They look really cool. I'm super into Halloween, and I really was at that time too, so let's get to the technical stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so these are super gummy. Like I said, they're really good for terrain, they're really good for trail skating. The only thing is they're super chunky, so if you're not used to chunky wheels, it's kind of like having a wide truck on your skates. At first you're kind of tripping all over yourself because you're not fully aware of how much space they're taking up, but then when you get used to them, it's no issue. I remember there was this one day I was skating. I think it was the first time I used the gummies on another pair of roller skates other than my lollies, and I face planted it so bad, and I was in the middle of my trail skate, so I had to finish my trail skate and then skate all the way home. I was in agony. But I was laughing at myself, so I thought it was hilarious. I love these. They're 65mm, which I'm pretty sure is the biggest wheel that you can get for your skates, and they're 78A hardness, which means that they're the softest. Look at this. Meaning that they're going to absorb more from the ground, and you can definitely tell the difference between this and something that's harder, because I feel like I go smoothly over everything when I wear these. I have no issues. Just to let you know, I had ACL reconstructive surgery and had to do rehab on my knee for 2 years, so anything that can help absorb any shock or vibration is perfect for my knees, so these are absolutely perfect. So yeah, they're my Moxi gummies and I love them. And I've got bones reds in them. The next wheels I'm going to talk about are my Radar Energy wheels, and I have 2 sizes of these, and the reason is because I wanted to try the smaller size after getting the larger size, and the reason I love the larger size probably more is because they're a little bit more versatile. I can use them on different terrains. They don't quite give me as much support as the 65mm do, but the 62mm is perfect for going on just around the streets instead of the trail. The streets are a little bit more predictable around where I live, so these are perfect for that. These are both 78A. So fancy. And I love them. I did notice though, and I think a lot of people mention this, they're both the same width, which is great, but The 62mm for some reason has more of a rounded edge than the 57mm. I'm not sure why that is. I definitely am not complaining. It doesn't really mean much to me. I just feel like I can carve a little bit better. So if I'm going down and I'm slaloming down a hill, I feel like I can lean into an edge better with these as opposed to these. Yeah, I love them so much, and I'm a sucker for teal. And I've got the cheese ball bearings in these. They're pretty great and they run smooth. I haven't cleaned them out once, maybe just surface clean, but they still run smooth as butter and I love them. So yeah, there you go, my Radar Energy wheels. Okie dokie, next ones. Oh, did I just bump the table? So next ones are, and I mentioned this in my last video, I love Luminous wheels. Look at this, look at this, look at that shit. Look. They're like unicorns on wheels. So pretty. So I love these wheels so much, and the reason why I bought so many of them is because I truly feel like they're the perfect outdoor-indoor wheel. I've done a lot of trail skating on a lot of different surfaces. These seem to take a good, like, beating in terms of, like, different surfaces. There's a trail around where I live and it's all mostly pebble stones, like tiny little pebble stones, glides over them like butter. They really are the most versatile wheel for me, personally. They're a 62mm and an 85A, which means that they're a little bit gummy. They're somewhere in between they're somewhere in between a hard wheel and a soft wheel, which is great for both outdoor and indoor. And I like using the Better Bearings Rock Solids. I do want to get my hands on some lickety splits. I do want to get my hands on some lickety splits just to see and compare what the difference is between them. But for the time being, Rock Solids it is. And I do really like the Rock Solids. They're great for the price point. Yeah, I really want to try the Luminous 101. I think they're a 57 or a 58mm wheel, especially for the skate park, because I want to look cooler in the skate park than I probably already don't. So there's that. Anyway, so the next wheel I'm going to talk about is something that I specifically got for the skate park, which is my Rollerbones Team Logo wheels. So these are the 62mm 98A. I didn't want to get the 62mm. I didn't realize that I'd purchased the larger ones. I did want to get the smaller ones, and I do have the smaller ones, which I'm currently trying to sell because I wasn't a huge fan of them, and I'll explain why. But I got these specifically for the skate park. They're black and I wanted them to aesthetically please my eye when I put them on my black jacks. I am not a huge fan of these, and the reason why is because it's got a really hard edge on them. And when I mean hard edge, I mean there's like a straight edge on it as opposed to like a rounded edge. I'm trying to learn how to carve in bowls and along the transition, and this doesn't necessarily give me the support that I need for that. I need to be able to lean into my edge, and I can't really lean into my edge when the edge is hard. Yeah, if that doesn't make any sense, I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'm explaining that correctly or not. For all intents and purposes, I do like them. They're 98A, but they still feel a little bit squishy somehow. I like them, but not completely. Yeah, and I've got the Blur's titanium, is it titanium? Yeah, Blur's titanium bearings in them. These were a little bit expensive. I think they're about the same price as the lickety splits if you add them both together. They only come in a pack of 8, but man are they nice. Okie dokie, last but not least, and probably my most favorite wheel, is the Moxi Fun Day. So the reason why the Moxi Fun Day is my favorite wheel, I would say, is because I use it for both outdoor and indoor terrain. I do remember there was this one day that I decided to skate to work like a complete psycho in these on a trail that I'd never gone down before. I did stack it a few times, and I drew blood on the way to work. So I had to continue working throughout the day with damaged little 11-year-old boy knees, completely stuffed and full of scars, which was great. They don't have a hardness rating. I think a lot of places suggest that they're a 92A. I don't really believe that. I feel like they're more of like an 85 to 87A maybe even less, because there's some squish to them and they feel very different, like they sound very different when you tap them against something else. So the wheels that I do want to purchase are the Estrogen Bowl Bombers in the 62mm, I'm pretty sure. Really want to try those. I also, once I start to get used to things and once I am actually pretty decent at skating at the skate park, I do want to get my hands on some Chicks and Bowls Vortex 103A wheels. I reckon they would be sick to try. Like I mentioned earlier, I do want to try the 101A 57mm Luminous wheels, and I want to dye them like an acid green or like a lime green color. That would be cool. And I think that's kind of it. Yeah, I don't really need any more wheels. I say that, but look at me. All of my goddamn wheels. And not enough skates. No, I don't need any more skates. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to continue to dye. I'm not really dying, don't worry. Yeah, I think the next video I'll do is maybe toast ups. So stick around if you want to watch that. Anyway, bye.